Hey everybody, it's Laura with Little Lights by Laura, and I thought I would show you guys how to do that awesome heart with the grandkids' names around it that you've been seeing so much of that is to die for. So here we go. I'm just going to paste from a heart that I drew a long time ago. I just use it over and over and over again. And I'm just going to put it to the size that I want it. And let me zoom in here. I'm just going to grab my text tool and start typing. And click this circle and pops it right into place. Now I only have 6 names to do, so the more names you have, the tighter you can put them together, the smaller you can make your font. You can adjust all of those things accordingly. I'm just going to show you guys real quick how to do this. You're literally just taking your mouse and putting it where you want the letter. If you want the names to go on the inside, you put it on the inside. So you can go wherever you want to go, but for this case, I want to be on the outside of the heart. And I'm just grabbing a new text each tool. A new text each name, sorry. I can't speak apparently tonight. And last one. Nor can I type. Okay. There we go. Now, I know right off the bat that I want to use a different font, so I'm going to go to Smoothie Shop as my font of choice. And I kind of don't like how tight some of this is, so I'm now going to make my little adjustments. And this is pretty easy. For instance, Kelsey's name, I kind of want to shorten the space between them, which is okay. I can do that, and then I can just scoot her name back up here. Now, if you look, I have some overlapping things. That's fine. With her name, I'm just going to choose to ungroup it, and then I'm going to choose to weld it. And that corrects all of that. And then I'm just going to make it a compound path all the time while it's all selected. So that makes it so easy for me. And then with Mkhaya's name, his name's kind of close together too. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to put it together a little bit more just so that I have that overlap. There we go. And then I'm going to ungroup and I'm going to weld his name and then I'm going to make it a compound path. Now the reason why I did that is because I just needed to be able to get it exactly where I wanted. And now I'm just going to move it with my arrows just a smidge. I don't need it to go very far. Now I will tell you this, once you move something to become welded, you no longer get this option to adjust it. So take caution when you're changing into that weld feature. Make sure you have everything where you want it. So like for example right now McKenna's name, if I wanted it to be that size, I need to make sure I have it perfectly placed before I ungroup it and I weld it. Does that make sense? And then Ryland's name, I'm going to move down a little bit more. And I don't really need to weld hers because nothing is overlapping except for maybe the Y and the R. So as long as I definitely like where it's at, I'm going to go ahead and ungroup it and hit weld and see if anything connects. And it looks like it may have connected a little bit. So that's fine. I'm happy with that. Make it a compound path and that's it. You can, play with this as much as you want. So from here, I'm just going to show you, I'm going to fill it all in so you can see what's going to cut. And I'm going to not select the heart because the heart's not going to cut. That's the whole point. If you notice how these are in red and the heart's in like a grayish black, it's not going to show you that. Or I'm sorry, it's not going to cut that for you unless you do something else, which I'll show you in a second. So here you go. This is just showing you exactly what's going to cut, and that's all of the baby's names. So from here, if you're like, this is what you're going for, then great. If you want a different look, then here's how you achieve that. Let me get out of this. There we go. I'm going to select everything, and I'm going to say, weld it all. Now what I have here is a different look. So I'm going to show you what I mean. Now, if you notice, I'm going to try and come in really close. This heart is going to cut because if you see, I know it's so hard to tell, but, oh here, I'll do this. Let me change the fill color and then you'll be able to see. Let's go black. There we go, perfect. Now, everything that you see in the red is going to cut. So, for example, you're going to get this heart, and like the H of Isaiah is going to be part of the heart, and so on and so forth on all of the names. So that's a different look. If you want that heart to actually be on all of your vinyl to be the heart, then there you go. If not, then don't weld it and do it the way I showed you the first time. So there you go. I hope you guys, hope that helps you guys. Sorry, I clicked off of the screen. And happy heart making.